What's going on, CashSports? Hey there, how you doing? I'm back to be. Sorry about that. I'm glad to be back online. I was out for a couple days, a couple life things, school. I'm currently attending university, but who cares about that right now? I want to talk about something because there's a reason why you clicked the video. So let's get straight into it. So I know I've been talking about this a lot lately. But it's in regards to the whole KD and Nets situation. And to be honest, man, this thing is stirring up for real. It's pretty crazy in Brooklyn. There's one thing after another. It just seems like ever since KD and Kyrie have been in Brooklyn, it's just been like one thing after another, headline after headline, and it just doesn't. It's just not basketball related. Feel me? Like there's always some bullshit going on with these two. But particularly in this situation, I mean, KD wants out. He hits the Nets owner with an ultimatum. And yeah, it was pretty direct. I mean, it was pretty straightforward on what he wanted. My thing is, where does it go from here? So for those of you that might not know, obviously back a couple months ago or around free agency, the beginning of free agency, Kevin Durant requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets, and if you don't know, he already signed a 4-year contract with the Nets prior to the season. But the whole thing that was supposed to go down was Kyrie Irving was supposed to sign his contract, KD was supposed to sign his contract, and at the time being, James Harden was supposed to sign his contract. But ever since Kyrie Irving had declined to get the vaccine, things started to boil over. You can almost say that it was like a domino effect. Once that started to happen, it was a big question as to when Kyrie's going to be able to play, will the vaccine mandate be lifted, and things of that nature. But we all know at the end of the day, when those three players weren't playing, I mean, they weren't going to win. That was kind of, the point and why they needed those three players to play. But the last time we even saw anything close to that was maybe in the finals. Not the finals, that first round in the playoffs when the Nets, when they went against the Celtics, but then Kyrie got hurt and then James Harden got hurt. And then so at that point, it was really just Kevin Durant, solo going against the Milwaukee Bucks. And we all know they eventually became champion. So with Kevin Durant requesting the trade, I mean, you can almost say we've never seen a superstar of this caliber being a free agent or want to be traded. And so Kevin Durant's market value is literally all over the place. I mean, you could say one team like the Celtics were willing to give up Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Robert Williams. I mean, they weren't willing to give them up, but that was their asking price. From what I've seen and watched from all these ESPN, Fox News shows or Fox Sports shows, they've been relating the whole KD situation. If he gets traded, they've been comparing it to the Rudy Gobert situation. And he got traded, I believe, for like 4 picks and maybe a couple players. I don't know. I wasn't really particularly interested in that trade. But they're looking at it, or most people are looking at it like, I think we should get a little bit more than that. And so the Rudy Gobert market value kind of messes up the KD market value, because in any scenario, let's just say if it were to happen before free agency even arrived, 4 picks and a couple players would have probably sufficed for most people, even Kevin Durant. Look at somebody like Anthony Davis. I mean, the Lakers had to give up a haul for him, give up a bunch of first-round picks. They gave up, a couple players, 3 players, I believe. just to get Anthony Davis. But I mean, that's the sacrifice you pay if you know you're going to win a championship, or at least be in the position to compete for a championship, right? So, with KD requesting a trade, he was recently meeting with the Nets owner, Joe Tsai, and it was a one-on-one. So, apparently, these guys were in London. Joe Tsai met with Kevin Durant in London, and that's when they started to have this conversation about, okay, Kevin Durant, are you going to move forward with this trade? And what had gotten out from that conversation is that Kevin Durant gave the Nets owner, Joe Tsai, an ultimatum. And he said, you either have to choose between him or Sean Marks and Steve Nash. Now, that is pretty crazy. I'm not going to hold you. It's one thing when a player has, beef for the coach. I mean, and there's even a lot of situations where players beef with GMs, but not to this extent, not to this magnitude. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can probably, you could come at on Sean Marks and Steve Nash's case on, just what went down. But I completely disagree with Kevin Durant saying that he wants Sean Marks fired. I mean, for the better part of the Nets franchise, I mean, they've tried to be competitive. I mean, besides the Celtics trade with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and I know they traded a couple more of them boys, and then even gave away some picks. They've tried to redeem themselves in that matter. Even though they weren't really a team that you really looked at as a team to really go far. I mean, give or take, they were missing a superstar like Kevin Durant. But back then, I mean, they had like Joe Johnson, Jason Terry, Darren Williams, Brooke Lopez, Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie. They've had the Nets. I can say at least they've drafted very well, and they've picked up some really good pieces in free agency. Like, I think Sean Marks has a relatively decent eye for talent, and that's just saying it from my position. And so I don't think that really he should get fired for that. And what is the real reason between KD having beef with Sean Marks? I mean, the Nets have given KD almost everything when it comes to him being on the Nets. I mean, he came there, he tore his Achilles. They gave him the first year off. I mean, let me just say it like that. He's played 90 games for the Nets. 90 effing games, bro. And then now it's almost like, a shot in the foot. It's like with it's like the Nets, everything just seems to be taking a turn. And pretty sure the Nets are feeling like, they wouldn't want to get into this situation to begin with. So Kevin Durant, right? So he wants them fired. He wants Steve Nash and Sean Marks fired. And then so Joe Tsai's response to this whole thing is he's supporting his staff. He is supporting the franchise. And I think he made a really good decision to do that because, I mean, what did Kevin Durant expect him to do? What did you want to get? You want him to fire the coach and the GM? Now, in defense of that though, the Steve Nash firing, if any of you guys seen any of my videos, I've kind of advocated for the Nets not to have Steve Nash as a head coach. Because simply, I just think it was a bad hire. I don't think that Steve Nash should have gotten the job in the first place. Coaching superstars in teams with big personalities, you got to be a hard ass, man. You need to be a hard ass. You got to have somebody like Greg Popovich leading the helm or something like that. Tyronn Lue. You know, you got to have somebody who's really gonna grab the Bulls by the horn and be like, look, man, this is how it's gonna go down. This is how it's gonna be. You know? And so I personally believe, now this is my personal belief, I think if probably Mark Jackson was the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets, there would have been a good chance Kevin Durant would feel more comfortable coming back. But I think Kevin Durant doesn't see a future with this team. He doesn't think that they're going to go far. And that's the sense that I think we're all getting, you know? And so I heard a really funny story recently with Kevin Durant, or more so with Ben Simmons. So people were obviously in the playoffs last year, there was a lot of speculation in regards to Ben Simmons, whether he was going to play or not, whether he was going to play that game 4. And so Kevin Durant, or people were asking Ben Simmons in the group chat. So they were in a group chat now, right? And then people were asking Ben Simmons, hey, are you going to play this game 4? This man, Ben Simmons, he leaves the chat. That man left the chat, bro. Yo, I'm not going to hold you. Yo, that's foul, bro. These people, you got KD out there getting worked. You feel me? They on his ass. The Celtics, they triple teaming, double teaming. They got every man on this. Like, he couldn't even get his shot. Yo, let me drink some water real quick. That man Kyrie, he not getting no shots off. I mean, it's pretty, at that point, it was a 1-2 punch combo. I mean, it was really Kevin Durant and Kyrie versus the Brooklyn Celtics against the Boston Celtics in reality, because the Boston Celtics at that point, they were a team. They were an established team. They had a coach who knew what to do at the time, and he knew how to guard Kevin Durant. And he knew they had no offensive identity. Just because you got Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, you got a couple guys that can score, doesn't mean you have an offensive identity. You're just giving the ball to this guy and hoping that he scores. And there were a lot of opportunities where I felt that Steve Nash could have stepped up as a coach, put in the right guys, the right personnel, maybe get a couple plays here and there, a couple, good rotations, just to get some other guys going. So then you can have, it starts opening things up for Kyrie and Kevin Durant. But obviously that's not what happened, and the Brooklyn Nets got swept. So yeah, so Kevin Durant is looking at this situation like, is this who I'm playing with? Is this who I'm playing with? My thing about it is, why are you, if that's the case, right? If he's asking that question now, I mean, you are a teammate to Kyrie Irving, and you're asking that question now, bro, you're asking this question now? Like, come on, bro. Like, in all honesty, you get what I'm saying? Like, I think anybody can really agree, like, really, you know what I mean? Like, that's funny. If he should be asking that now. But I do understand the frustration with Kevin Durant, because if you're trying to hoop, you're trying to play, because who gets the rap for everything when everything falls to the ground? Sometimes it could be the coach. Sometimes it could be the front office, depending on the situation. But most times, it's the star. It's the superstar that gets most of the rap, right? So, but with Kevin Durant's situation, I mean, we already know why Ben Simmons is on the team, because the Brooklyn Nets traded James Harden away for Ben Simmons. And so this is the team you got, bro. For the better part of the team, you've chosen this team. You've set this bed. If you were asking for Steve Nash's job, you should have did that. You should have did that months ago, bro. You should have asked that a while ago. Not now. Now it's too late. It might be too late, because now if Joe Tsai, messes around and fires Steve Nash now, I mean, can you see it now? At this point, because they've already came out and said that they're keeping Steve Nash for the next season. So it's pretty slim at this point. And then in other news too, while Kevin Durant was out in London meeting with Joe Tsai, he was seen partying with James Harden. And I'm not gonna say, they're boys still. You can hang out, you can chill with each other. But come on, bro. Like, if anything, you should have probably been more loyal to James Harden than you should have been to Kyrie Irving. But with that being said, I mean, James Harden was happy as hell in that video. He was spraying champagne, drinks all over the place. He having a wonderful time. Like, hey, I'm not on the Brooklyn Nets no more. I'm not dealing with none of that BS that y'all got going down there. I got my money. I got Joel Embiid. And then I'm looking to compete next year for a championship. And then the Nets can be in that same position, probably in a better position. But this whole trade thing with KD, it got everybody up in the air. We don't even know what the Nets are going to look like realistically for the entire season. But if I had to bet my money, though, there's a very good chance that Kevin Durant is probably going to be a Nets this season coming up. I mean, because he signed a 4-year contract. He got no choice. He has no choice unless he sits out training camp, sits out the season. But what point would that serve for somebody like Kevin Durant, who's already in his 15th year? You're going to sit out now in a 4-year deal? And that's just going to make your market value drop even lower and lower. And at that point, is it really worth it? And that steers away from the Kevin Durant that we've always known and seen, right? So that's where I come back to, is where does it go from here? How can the Nets move from here? My only option is, I mean, you really only have two options at this point. I mean, if I was Joe Tsai, if I were the owner for the Nets, one, I wouldn't trade Kevin Durant. I don't give a damn what anybody say. I don't give a F what anybody does. I don't care what trade package, unless it's some superstar, then I'm not giving up Kevin Durant. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. The Nets have put in way too much time into Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving for that to just be in shambles, because then it would just be an epic fail. I mean, honestly, it technically already is. It is an epic fail, because I don't see this team winning a chip. I mean, why would I? Why would you choose? Why would anybody in their right effing mind choose this team to win the finals? They have no other reason to. And the Celtics got better. You think with this team, you got Ben Simmons leaving group chats and shit. You got Kyrie, you know what I'm saying, meditating somewhere. And then Kevin Durant just won't brush his hair. I'm sorry, bro. He just got some peas, bro. He got nappy ass hair, bro. But where does it go from here? Where does it go from here? And so the thing that I find strange is Kevin Durant's loyalty to Kyrie Irving. And not to say, I value loyalty. I do. But I'm only loyal to people who are loyal to me. You get what I'm saying? Everybody, you should live by that philosophy. It's an equal exchange, equivalent exchange, right? I do this for you, you do this for me. You got my back, I got your back, right? But then let's be honest. I mean, let's really be honest. Kyrie Irving, really, for the most part, is coming back for this season because he's trying to get paid, which is fine. It's completely fine. I mean, come on, bro. You try to get a $4 million, $100 million, a 4-year, $100 million contract. Hey, ball out, bro. Do your thing. But I think that's something that Kevin Durant should have had in the back of his mind when he chose Kyrie Irving as his teammate. So that whole thing with the loyal, with him being so loyal to Kyrie and really not wanting to give Kyrie Irving an extension. Honestly, Kevin Durant, if that's the reason why if that's the beef that you have with Sean Marks in your GM, you are dead wrong, bro. You are dead effing wrong. That is not a good reason to want to get this man fired. For a guy that he chose not to come to work. He chose not to be there with you. You get what I'm saying? And Sean Marks did everything he can to make sure this team was even somewhat competitive. Like, let's be honest here. That James Harden trade to the Sixers to receive Ben Simmons, minus the head case of Ben Simmons, that's one of the best trades that they could have gotten. Literally, that was one of the best trade scenarios that the Nets really could have gotten. Why? Is because, Ben Simmons is more of a defensive player. He can be a little bit more off ball, and he's a great athlete. And he's a very big, tall player too. So players like him, right, can guard from any position from the 1 to the 5. So Kevin Durant still got his 4 years left. And like I said, where does it go from here? And I was watching some shows. They were saying, a lot of people saying, hey, you got to trade him because he's already checked out. He doesn't want to be there. So you have to trade him. Should that happen? Should the Nets trade Kevin Durant just because just because he doesn't want to be there? What about the Nets' obligation? What about what they want? I mean, goddamn, bro. What about this? What about what the fans want? What about the people that watch you play? What do they want? You think they want to hear you bitching and bickering? You think they want to see a player go from team to team because they don't like a specific scenario? You think they like superstars leaving their favorite team? I mean, you can't even buy a jersey. You can't even buy your favorite player's jersey because he might not even be on that team when it's all said and done. He might go to your rival. he might go to the team. He might go to the team that you hate. So, as I stated before, I think Steve Nash, they should have kind of understood that this isn't a situation that Steve Nash can be the head of. And it's sad though, because it might seem like I'm strictly against Steve Nash being a head coach, when really that's not the case. It's just the fact that this isn't the right team that he could be coaching. Like Steve Nash needs a more development team. He needs a team that's really going to listen to him and be fresh, have fresh young ears. You need a young team that's going to really soak in everything that he's saying. When you have players like Kyrie and Kevin Durant, who's respectfully, right? Sorry, I got tongue twisted there. Have done more, right? Or in Kevin Durant's case, has done relatively more in the league, right? There could be a fine line between him giving you that respect or you earning that respect. And I mean, Steve Nash is a Hall of Fame. He deserves anybody's respect in the league. I mean, he was a fantastic player. But when you're a coach, right, it's not just about knowing the game. And it's not just about like X and O's. It's not just about them X's and O's. You got to be able to really lead people, like in a military way, man. You got to bring the best out of these people. You have to assert your authority. You got to prove to them that you can be a leader. Now, if the Nets don't trade KD, the best viable solution is to fire Steve Nash. You have to. If Kevin Durant decides to stay with the Brooklyn Nets, you have to fire Steve Nash. You have to. Sean Marks, he doesn't even need to be near KD. He doesn't even need to smell KD. He doesn't need to talk to KD. He doesn't even need to follow him on Instagram. He doesn't need to do none of that. He doesn't even need to think about KD. He just needs to think about putting the pieces around KD. But with Steve Nash, you can't have a guy want you fired and then you continue to play under him. And then he coached the team and think that's going to be a great relationship throughout the season. Absolutely not. There is going to be friction on that team. There is going to be blood and bone in that whole Nets franchise. It's going to look bad. It's going to be bad. So you can't have Steve Nash coaching the Nets next season. And so that's my analysis. That's my analysis on it. That's how I generally feel. It's a pretty crazy situation. I mean, it's to me just, like, damn, man, their jobs, it's either me or him. Hey, man, that's that shit, man. That's that shit, bro. You feel me? So, hey, man, that just goes to show, man, yeah, certain stars shouldn't have that much influence in the front office. Honestly, not really a lot of players even really had that right. It was only really a few players, a very small percentage of players. And the only player I can think of, the top of my mind, is LeBron James. Any other player, and that came with a lot of stipulations. That came with, certain stimulations. Like LeBron would be like, hey, get these players and then I'll come. But Kevin Durant is there. And he's like, yo, look, I need this. I want that. Yeah, you good. It was almost like, hey, Kevin Durant is bottom lining players on the roster. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna sign this guy. I'm gonna pick him up. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, how? And so it's just a very awkward and weird situation. It truly is. It really is an awkward situation. But that's that. I mean, as time goes by, we're gonna see how this trade continues, or we'll see how this scenario where what happens in the end. When does he get traded? I certainly think eventually he'll probably will get traded, but I see it more probably as a January trade, if anything. I don't see it happening before the season, that's for sure, because teams, they're looking at this, they're thinking to themselves, hey, look, man, at this point we know he doesn't want to be there, we know you're trying to get rid of him. This is what we're gonna give you. I don't know, man. I don't know. But that concludes this video about this whole trade scenario. Thank you all for watching another video of Cash Sports. Please like and subscribe. Help a brother out, man. Like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button. Because guess what? I'm talking to you right now. But you can come on here with me. As I'm talking right here, right now, you can join me and we can talk about this whole scenario together. So I know y'all see that Cash App too at the bottom. That's obviously optional, but hey, it's free to be on here and to just have this conversation. That's all I want, man. Honestly, I want that more than anything. I want y'all to come on here and so we can talk about things like this, right? But I'm here for y'all, man. I'm here for my subscribers. I'm here for my people, man. Y'all here to support. I want to have a conversation with y'all. I just don't want y'all to follow. I don't want y'all to just be subscribers. I want y'all to join in on the conversation that we talking about, that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You say, I see you, number one. Yeah, I see you, one subscriber or one person watching. Hey, man, like this video, man. And don't be just be looking at me like right now. Hey, like it right now. Nah, I'm just joshing, man. But one person in the stream, you got any questions before I head out of here? Because I already just went on my whole spiel not too long ago. I was talking about the whole Kevin Durant situation, with him giving an ultimatum with Sean Marks and Steve Nash, and I kind of just elaborated a lot more on that. Basically, I said that the Nets shouldn't trade him. It seems more like a January trade. And yeah, I think they should fire, or I think they should let go of Steve Nash. Whoa, okay. Robert Wright. Oh, my boy Rob. KD needs to stay in Brooklyn. Hey. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Drop that chat on you, boy. Hey, hit that. You don't gotta be on video neither. You can just be on audio. If you don't, that's fine though. But yeah, man, like and subscribe, because every week, I'm still trying to figure things out with when I want to try to live stream at a certain point in time. I want to try to do videos as early as possible, just so I can kind of accommodate for people on the East Coast. Let me add my guy in right now.
Yo. What's good, my guy?
What's up? How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm at the gym right now.
Oh yeah, at the gym. I just came. You know, it's crazy. I just came from there. I had my little arm day.
Oh, it's arm day. It's leg day for me.
I didn't even have the choice to do legs today, bro. You know, I was at the gym. All them racks, bro. They was taken.
It was taken. Yeah.
They was taken.
You in the
bro.
Navy, right?
No. I'm out. I'm done.
Oh, you out? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I'm done.
Where you at now?
Man. I'm right here in LA, bro, making these vids.
Nigga in LA? Oh
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. How many?
Yes, sir.
What you did? How many years did you serve?
Hold. If we're gonna have this conversation, let me end the stream.
Oh wait, no. Oh, my bad. No. We talk about sports. Let's talk about sports. What's up? Yeah, my fault. Nah, they know you haven't spoken in a minute.
No. I hear you. Because we live right now.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, my bad.
I don't want people to know. Oh, here, LA, you out there? Well, people run down on me.
But yeah, you talking about KD.
I was talking about the whole trade scenario about like him requesting trade and that like how he went about it. Like, I just think that whole situation is crazy, bro. Like, you really just kind of like played your card and be like, either it's me or these two guys. When Kevin Durant hasn't really shown that same level of commitment. You get what I'm saying? When the Nets, he's only played 90 games. They paid him when he was hurt. You get what I'm saying? You vouch for somebody like Kyrie, even though he wasn't a player that should have, who never really showed that certain level of devotion. You know what I'm saying? So it is sticky. No, I'm 100% player empowerment, but the man got 4 years left on his contract. Like, you can't be asked for a trade for 4 years left in the contract. At least 1 or 2 or 4. That's tough. So I mean, but then again, I do think he should stay, because if he goes to another team, the Nets is asking for too much. So if he goes to another team, that team that he's going to be traded to is going to be trash, because they're going to send all they, young players, young star players. So I don't know. I think he just should stay with Ben Simmons. He never had like a full year with a healthy Nets team. Yeah, he never.
Yeah, Ben Simmons, Kyrie, what's his name? Not Steph. What's the Steph Curry?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Joe Harris.
Bruce
Brown. I think Bruce Brown. No, I don't think Bruce Brown's on there anymore. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I think he's on the Nuggets now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
this is gonna be their first year with a healthy Nets team. So you never know. I think he should stay.
No, I mean, I think he should stay too. Honestly, I don't even think he really has an option at this point.
4 years left on the contract. I was gonna say Rudy Gobert messed up the trade market, man. They gave up too much for Rudy. I don't understand why they did all that for Rudy.
Yeah, but the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're a clown franchise though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, who the fuck is gonna give up 5 draft picks for Rudy fucking Gobert?
After he just got exposed by the Mavericks, I don't understand how you give up so much for him.
Nah,
and
man,
you just got exposed.
But you know what? To be fair though, to Rudy Gobert, he is a great off the ball player. Like players like that almost are just as valuable as players like Kyrie and Kevin Durant, because they don't need the ball. Opposed to a league where a lot of players need the ball. A lot of players need to get their stride. They need to get into the, you know what I'm saying, like in their stride, having the basketball with the basketball in their hand. Like, look at a player like Russell Westbrook, right? He's a player that needs the ball in his hand. He can't be a third option. He has to be a second or first option. Rudy Gobert can be a third option, which is extremely valuable in today's league. The only problem is it's just that's like the value that they gave up for him isn't worth what they giving up. Like if you would have said, okay, 2 or 3 first round picks, I think that would have sufficed, because all right, if you have a good team, Rudy Gobert is like maybe that missing piece that you're looking for. You get what I'm saying? To be like, okay, this is what's going to take us over the hump. But you don't give up your 5 draft picks when you got Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards. Like, we haven't even seen that team really, like, you know what I'm saying, really go
flourish.
far or you know what I'm saying, show promise. It's different like if it were the Pelicans, you know, like the Pelicans maybe, because they've shown, okay, they can at least compete with, you know, the best of them, one of the, you know, the best
Pelicans,
teams. You know what I'm saying? You know, game for game. You know, Timberwolves, I mean, they showed some heart. They definitely showed some heart. You know, but Patrick Beverly is not on
now
the team.
He's gone. So this is like, damn. Pat Bev. Y'all trade Pat Bev.
You know what I'm saying? So
he's like the heart. He was the heart and soul of that team.
He was a very good. He was a big part in why that team made the playoffs to begin with.
Yeah.
And so, but now you right. And I said this earlier in the video where I said that Rudy Gobert. A lot of teams are comparing that. Like they comparing it to the Rudy like that's the market value. Because if Rudy Gobert, obviously he went for like 4. I think it was like 4 or 5, right? I need to get that number right. But they traded him. They let him go for like 4 or 5 draft picks. And then so now they're using that as the bare market, the bare minimum.
The bare minimum. Mm-hmm.
You know
and KD is a way better player than him. So it's just like so the Nets is asking for like 7.
Yeah.
To be honest, the Nets and Celtics, I don't know that report that came out with Jaylen Brown. Who else? Jaylen Brown.
Marcus Smart, Robert Williams. Yeah. I think it was Grant Williams may have been in it. I think it was only Derek White they were trying to keep.
Yeah, Derek
White was Derek
White too. Yeah, I think that was a good trade.
That was a good trade. I think that was a good trade for Brooklyn. I don't think that's a good trade for the Nets.
You said that was a good trade for Brooklyn.
I think that's a good trade for Brooklyn. I don't think that's a good trade for the Nets.
Oh, so you mean not a good trade for the Celtics?
No, I mean for the Celtics. My fault. Yeah, I don't think that's a good trade for the Celtics. Reason being, one, we still got to look at the factor that Kevin Durant isn't a healthy player. He's a guy that's still injury prone. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is.
And how many of those games do you think Kevin Durant is going to play in 4 years? He's already in year 15. So by the time at the end of this contract, he's going to be approaching year 19, year 20.
To be honest, right? I didn't know KD was that old. I think it's 35.
Hey, bro, come on now. He's been around. Hey, he's been around since we were in high school, bro. And we've been out of high school for
Supersonics.
Nice little
Supersonics.
he was with Oklahoma City. Do you remember when they just had the?
he was on the Supersonics.
Yeah, man.
Seattle. So damn.
Bro, so that was a long time ago, man. Kevin Durant got some years on him, and then just being hurt too. All them years he's missed a lot of time. So with that being said, it's really with the Celtics, right? If you have Kevin Durant, let's just say you move on that trade. Your championship window, right, had just gotten smaller with Kevin Durant than it would be with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. You get what I'm saying? Because now, because of the fact that you engaged with trade talks with the Nets, now you're giving Jaylen Brown some uncertainty. Now you're thinking, okay, the Celtics, they might not want me. And that might be a reason for Jaylen Brown to leave. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so that's just entertaining. And so Jaylen Brown is a young player who's essentially or going to be a top 5 point shooting guard in the league. Jason Tatum got his first All-NBA first team selection this year. So that means these are young guys, bro. These are guys like under 25. You get what I'm saying? KD's already 30. So it opposed to you keeping those 2 players and with the addition of Marcus Smart, your championship window with that team, with that core, is 10 years opposed to Kevin Durant in 4 years. And like I said, because of the fact that he's injury prone, that championship window might be 1 year, 2 years. You get what I'm saying? It might be half. It might be 3. I mean, shit. In good faith, I mean, he might play all 4 years. But I mean, if we're being realistic, you get what I'm saying? You don't know.
His heart is questionable sometimes. Yeah, he already asked for a trade from the Nets. He left the Warriors. So who knows if he's gonna stay with the Celtics after a year? He might be like, nah, I'm not fucking with this team. I want to trade. Request for a trade. Yeah, I don't know. He be acting funny.
Hey, bro, it's that whole team, bro. It's that whole, like, I don't know what it is, bro, but just Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, I don't know how the hell they became best friends. But they should have kept business out of it, bro. They should have did everything they can to just not get into business together. At the end of the day, it was better if Kevin Durant would have just went to the Knicks. Like, in all honesty.
The Knicks? I don't like Dolan.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we all hate him. But
are you a Knicks fan?
Nah, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I don't even like him though, because I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, the Knicks have sucked for way too long, and it would be nice to see, you know what I'm saying, like the Knicks fan base be rewarded for their years. Yeah, their years of devotion and love for the team. You know what I'm saying? But think about it, bro. If Kevin Durant had instead went to the Knicks, that fan base would have went crazy, bro. At that point, I don't even think with the Knicks you wouldn't even have to win. You probably wouldn't even have to win a championship. All you would have to do is just be able to compete, and that would have put him in very good faith in basketball history.
Yep.
You hear what I'm saying? Because nobody's really expecting the Knicks to really win a championship. Every year, I think for the most part, he would typically be an underdog, but he would be loved. He would be getting that admiration that I think that he truly wants and desires. And I think because the reason why he left the Warriors to begin with is because I think there was a void that he was looking for. Like with the Warriors and Golden State, there was a lot of speculation with saying, they prefer Steph Curry over Kevin Durant because he's homegrown talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my fault. I was a little connection.
No, you good.
Hold on, I'm in the whip. Right now.
Hey, yo, bro, you don't have to be on video. You can just do the audio.
Hold up. Oh, let me see. Stop the light.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
What are you just doing like basketball? You doing football? Like
Nah, I'm doing football and basketball. Football, basketball, boxing. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on football soon in regards to like the betting lines for the season.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do because it's CashSports, feel me? So I'm gonna do a whole betting line for the entire NFL. Like, so I'm gonna do each division. I'm gonna do Super Bowl odds, MVPs, things like that, right? And then yeah, football, basketball, boxing, news, trades, signings, games. I mean, bro, you name it. Like, whenever I hop on here, anybody can hop on and really kind of just talk about in relation to what I'm talking about, really,
Okay, so question, since football season is about to start, what's your prediction like on Super Bowl?
Super Bowl?
Who do you have? Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, what team is like you have an eye on?
So all right, so you know what team I'm gonna say I have a sleeper team? I'll say in the AFC West, I got the Chargers as a sleeper team.
I knew it. Yeah.
I got the Chargers.
I
said it.
They a sleeper team though?
Yeah, because given the fact that you still got the Chiefs, right? Who still
that division is tough.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a tough division. And Broncos too. They got Russell Wilson now.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? So, but the Chargers, they have a really good defense. I think they're gonna have they signed Khalil Mack this year. I don't know if you're aware.
Yeah, I just seen a post. They got Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Derwin James, and J.C. Jackson.
Yeah, bro. You feel me? So just look at that defense, right? Justin Herbert is an accurate deep ball passer. He's put up wonderful stats. Record-breaking stats in his first 2 seasons, right? So I just see Austin Eckler, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen,
top 10 receiver.
You get what I'm saying? And don't sleep on Mike Williams now. I've seen that man ball in real life. I've been to a couple Chargers games. Yeah, and yeah, he does his thing. You know what I'm saying? So just looking at it, I think that the Chargers, besides the Broncos, the Chargers might be the most complete team in that division.
Broncos, a lot of their wide receivers are injured now, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think
he's a great receiver. So
Tim Patrick, right?
Oh yeah, Tim Patrick. Yep. He was a great receiver last year.
Yeah, he tore his ACL. Yeah, he tore his ACL, so he's out. I mean, hey, but you already know, bro. That's how the NFL is, man. It's always about the next man up, is it not?
Yeah, next man up. Yep.
You know what I mean? And even with Russell Wilson, I've seen Russell Wilson do some things with some receivers though.
Mediocre receivers, yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even say really mediocre, but I would say like he's really like kind of, he knows how to use all of his guys. He throws to everybody. I generally feel that way. Like think about Baldwin, Tyler Lockett. Like I don't think they're whack or nobodies, but
yeah, but they're not like top 10.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like and crazy thing about it is Tyler Lockett is like, if you look at how many touchdowns he's caught and you know, like throughout the years, he's put up some numbers.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's put up some numbers. But you know, with that being said, a lot of that is, you know, the repetition from Russell Wilson. You know, like them, you know, him, because Russell Wilson was actually the most accurate deep ball passer in the league at some point, over Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
all it takes is for the guy to get open. If the guy can create separation, if the guy can get open, all Russell Wilson has to do is just drop it when he needs to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they got that running back too. He's a beast. Williams. I like him.
On the Broncos?
Yeah, the backup.
I'm not too familiar with Williams. Yeah, I'm not. You're breaking up there, bro. Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. But in the meantime,
hold on,
if anybody is tuning,
I'm about to be in a little dead zone.
Nah, you good. But in the meantime, man, if anybody's tuning in, if everybody's, you know, watching CashSports right now, please like and subscribe. Please help a brother out. Y'all see that Cash App? You know, if y'all can kindly donate, if y'all could. Obviously, it's optional. Stay tuned, man. Keep subscribing, keep liking. You know, now you good, bro. I dropped the link in the comment section. I was supposed to kind of finish earlier, but you know, I got somebody tapping in, so that just goes to show, if somebody hops on the stream, you know, I extend my working hours. Feel me? I work overtime.
What's your time that you be on here?
So because I just finished school, right? So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to do AMs and then one in the evening. So, but because you're on the East Coast, right? Yeah. So if you're on the East Coast, I would have to. Yeah, I would have to come in at like at least 5. You know what I'm saying? Just so people on the East Coast can still be up and I can still make videos, you know, because even though I'm out here in LA, I don't want to make my videos like 7-8 o'clock, you know, and then nobody on the East Coast is able to watch, you know, because I got most of my people on there, you know. Yeah, I still got most of my people out in the East. So relatively, I would say like maybe if I go off Pacific. Yeah, so I would say like if Pacific time, I would probably do a video maybe like at 8-9 in the morning, and then so I'm 3 hours before, and in the evening I'll probably do like 5 or 6. But it's random though. I'm still trying to get it together.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's the growing pains.
The
last question. So my favorite player right now is my boy Lamar Jackson.
What
Do you think that he should be the highest paid quarterback?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nah. But in fairness to Lamar Jackson, though, I mean, he should get paid. I'll say that. And actually, you know what? Lamar Jackson deserves to get paid, and he deserves a fully guaranteed contract. I'll say that. But to say that he deserves to be the highest paid player, I think there's a lot that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Lamar Jackson fits the bill. You know, he has the character, he has the skills in terms of how electrifying he is. He's a electrifying player. You know, he's the ultimate team player. I think he's the ultimate team player. But you already know when it comes to NFL, right? When you pay a quarterback, you know, the highest contract, you robbing other players, that same right. You know what I'm saying? To be able to pay other players to manage the cap. But to fairness to Lamar Jackson, that's not his problem. He doesn't really need to think or care about that. And it's not like the Ravens are, signing any receivers. So the possibility is definitely there for him to get a huge contract. But no, I don't think Lamar Jackson is a $50 million a guy player. Now, if he's, I would definitely give.
I was gonna say, do you think he should get more than Kyler Murray then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure. That's just kind of like competition between players and contracts. You get what I'm saying? Because there's players, even though I could feel like, okay, I don't feel like he could get $50 million a year. But it's like with Kyler Murray, he's getting this much because of the market the market value for QBs, and then also what you're getting in the future, right? What you're getting in the future, right? But everything, with Lamar Jackson, the biggest question is, can he throw? I mean, can he be accurate down the line? Can he win games in the playoffs? And I think that's still kind of unfair because he's young in his career.
Yeah.
And
he won over 70% of his games.
Yeah, he won 70% of his game. And to be fair, bro, like, you're not gonna, as a young player, I don't know where everybody thinks like, okay, you're supposed to be winning 2-3 games in their first couple seasons in the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? Especially in the AFC. When you're playing against the Bengals, Steelers, and then not to mention you gotta play, like, there's a lot of quarterbacks. Yeah, there's a lot of quarterbacks in the AFC, bro. You facing a lot of competition. Yeah, you feel me? So that's tough, bro. So that's just the black quarterback conversation right there. Mm-hmm.
Black quarterbacks get held to a different standard, than white quarterbacks. So.
Oh no, I agree. Of course. Hell yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Even with if I'm not mistaken, I'll even bring up an example. With Deshaun Watson. With Deshaun Watson, right? I mean, back then, right, in rookie year, I think he was taken 11th or 13th in the draft. I believe so. And then I think the first pick of that draft was Mitchell Trubisky, I believe.
Yeah, the Bears fucked up.
Yeah. They had Mitchell. Yeah, they picked Mitchell Trubisky. So, and
I think Deshaun Watson won the BCS championship that year.
Yeah, he won it. I think he won it twice.
The championship
and Heisman, if I'm not mistaken. Or did he win the Heisman?
Yeah, I don't know if he won the Heisman. Yeah, but I know he won the championship that year.
Mm-hmm.
Because he threw that pass to Renfro.
Yeah. And
then the Bears still chose Mitchell Trubisky from, I think he played at North Carolina?
Yeah.
Like, what? Sometimes I'd be like, what goes through these owners' heads? Like, everybody know who was a better quarterback. Like, we knew who the better quarterback was, and y'all still go with him. But
that's not owners though, because remember, it's the draft. It's the draft analysts. They're the ones that analyze the talent. Remember, like, they're the ones that look at like Mel Kiper and them. Like they look at these quarterbacks and say, "Oh, he's the number 1 quarterback. This is the number 2 quarterback. This is the number 3 quarterback." You know what I'm saying? So they look at this.
Damn, Mel Kiper and all
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So people like football players, I mean not football players, front offices, owners, like a lot of them, they look at these lists and they take them. You know what I'm saying? They take them at their word. They take it. They take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, they looking at it like, you know, unless they get a workout, individual workout with these players, you really not gonna know how good they really are and how good they fit into your system. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said,
it's just like with the switching sports, but you know, I'm a LeBron fan.
No, you
like
good.
The Lakers and Russell Westbrook. Like I knew that shit wasn't gonna work. Russell Westbrook, he needs the ball. Off ball. LeBron needs the ball. Russell Westbrook could barely shoot threes. It's just not gonna work. So it's just like, why would y'all trade Russell Westbrook? Why would y'all trade for Russell Westbrook? You know?
Yeah, but you know what? That was a LeBron mistake. That was I think that's Laker front office, and then that's when LeBron got to take to the chin, no doubt. You know, he did, even though he did want DeMar DeRozan, Buddy Hield, but the fact that you even kind of gave that green light was an L on his part. But I mean,
this is like anybody with basketball IQ should know, like, nah, that ain't gonna work, man.
Yeah.
I love Russell Westbrook, but he's not a good fit with LeBron.
Yeah. He's not now, but you when you're looking at it now, you're starting to see he's not really a great fit in a lot of places. You know what I mean? Like, like this thing with Russell Westbrook, it's not like this thing was new. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's been playing the same way for a very long. He's been playing the same way for a very long time. You know, like he was always a very high turnover player. You know, needed the ball in his hands a lot. So a play like that, when you're the third option too, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're the third option, bro. Like you're playing next to LeBron James and Anthony Davis. You think I'm gonna have Russell Westbrook take the ball down the court? Man, you better pass that horn to LeBron. Like, you gotta get the hell out of here, bro. You know, you better get that shit to the king now.
Russell still got something left in the tank. It's just that, like, when I remember when they played I think they played the Nuggets, and I forgot what team, but it was just him, and he dropped like 50. I think he dropped the triple double. I think he dropped 50.
Nah,
like,
he
still
50.
got left.
Not this
he still
year.
got something in the tank.
Nah, he didn't drop 50
it was
this year.
40.
Not this
it was
year,
40 or 50, bro. Bro, it was 40. It was 40 or 50. You can fact check that. It was definitely like 40 or 50.
I'll believe 40. I believe 40, not 50 though. I would remember 50. I would remember 50 because they was
fact check that.
Hey, bro, because they was Lakers were clowning Westbrook all year, bro. This was bad. This was a bad year for him. But it's not that I don't even think it was really like a bad. Like I don't think it's not the fact that I don't think like he don't got it anymore. It's just like you said, it's a bad fit, and a part of it is, you know, him losing his athleticism. You know what I mean? Like he probably doesn't maybe have that same first step, that athleticism anymore. You know, and that's understandable. But the part that he needs to acknowledge is, one, he isn't playing well, which he hasn't admitted all year. Like in every press, like if you watch any press conference ever, you know what I'm saying? Like he's always very adamant on not changing the way he plays and saying, "Oh, I can turn the ball over, I can miss shots." Like, no, you can't, bro. You can't miss shots. You shouldn't turn the ball over. You get what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, you know, there's a lot of holes that the Lakers could have filled, and Russell Westbrook could have filled, you know, filling that void. Like it's such as defense, or you know what I'm saying? Like instead of exerting your energy trying to get the ball or trying to lay it, you know what I'm saying, drive to the lane and then miss the layup, you know what I'm saying, you can take the assignment on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying? You can try to if you're playing off ball, try to get a lane to the rim. You know what I'm saying? So you can get an open lane to the rim. Set up pick and rolls with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, so you can have an easier lane to the rim. You get what I'm saying? Like these are big guys, bro. LeBron James and Anthony Davis pick and roll is literally almost unstoppable. You get what I'm saying? So you're telling me Russell Westbrook can't do pick and rolls with LeBron James and Anthony Davis? You know what I'm saying? So that's my way of kind of going about it. You know, it's just Russell Westbrook. Like in order for teams or certain players to win a championship, there comes a certain point where it's like, okay, I was a 1A on this team, but then some players need to acknowledge, look, when you're playing with a team, when you're playing with a certain, you know, with certain personnel, you just got to learn to take a step back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he never took a step back. So this year was new to him.
No, yeah, of course.
Even with KD.
Yeah.
That nigga, yeah, he thought he was still 1A. So
yeah, but who challenged him though? You get what I'm saying? Like who? Because it's not like it's completely Russell Westbrook's fault. You get what I'm saying? Like Russell, because Russell Westbrook. No, yeah, of course. When it comes to the Lakers, failure this year, oh yeah, Anthony Davis has a very big part in that. Even though if he was even if he was injured, it doesn't matter, bro. You need to account, you know, for how the team played this year. You're still a leader on this team. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but with Westbrook, you feel me? Like throughout his career, he's played the way he has, and he's gotten multiple years where he's averaged a triple-double. He's led the league in scoring. You get what I'm saying? He's won an MVP. He's been an all-star multiple years. So if this is if doing all this has gotten him that, and then you play with Scott Brooks and play, you know what I'm saying, with a coach who lets him do, you know, whatever he wants, or Billy Donovan, and then you get to the Lakers and then they're telling you what you're doing is wrong, you know, that's kind of where it, you know, where things start to conflict. That's when things start to be like, oh, okay, you know, like, why am I doing this? Why are you making me do this? You get what I'm saying? But it's just, I just don't see how Russell Westbrook can't look at the bigger picture and be like, you know what, I'm going to do this for the sacrifice of the team. So it would put us in a better position to win. Like, I don't think Russell Westbrook understands that having the ball in his hands most times isn't going to win basketball games. I think he needs to understand, like, this is not going to win basketball game if I keep turning the ball over.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we know that. Are the coaches telling him that? You know, is LeBron telling him that?
Wait, you say he knows that?
No, I said we know that.
Uh-huh.
So if we know that, that means the coaches should know that as well.
Oh, Darvin Ham knows that, bro. Didn't you didn't hear what Darvin Ham said a couple last week or a couple days ago?
Last thing that I seen when he was like, we got a game plan for him. So that's all I seen.
Nah, he said he wants the ball in LeBron James's hands all the time.
Oh shit! You ain't running point no more, buddy.
Yeah, he said he wants the ball in LeBron James's hands all the time. He said every possession he wants it in LeBron's hands.
Oh man, bro, that man was averaging what, like 7 to 8 turnovers a game?
Yeah, if it wasn't, it was like about like 5, not 7 or 8.
That would,
that would be OD. If you're averaging 7 to 8, if you're averaging 7 to 8 turnovers a game, bro.
I'm about Taylor shit. Yo, I was watching one episode of Undisputed. They had a whole like collage of one game. This guy just turned over the ball. Yeah. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, because it'd be like what, 5? Because it'd be like 5, 6, 7 turnovers in a game. But on average, it'd be like 5 or 6. Yeah, they go hard on boy on that show, bro. Skip Bayless goes hard. Yeah, they go hard on Buddy for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Once you play for a big market team like that, you know, especially LA, you got so many, you know, the media is big. So a lot of eyes.
No,
you can't play bad like that.
Yeah.
And not expect to, you know, be talked about and everything.
Nah, for sure, bro. Because you know what's crazy? I was relating back to last year, right? When he was shooting the ball from the 3, the Lakers fans were yelling, "Don't shoot!" They were yelling it, bro. Bro, I was there at those games, bro. Every time he shot, no, don't shoot it, bro. I was there screaming it too. I started the chant.
Oh shit, yo, I'm weak.
Oh, like, don't shoot, motherfucker.
Yo, there was one thing that he said, like in the post game. It was just like, why would you say that? It seemed like he don't care. It's just like winning is not a thing for him right now. It's just like, how? Why?
Yeah. It right now, yeah, because it seems
what
more
he
like.
Said. Yeah, I felt he said, but it was just like, alright, you don't care about winning?
Nah, because you know what, bro? At this point, I don't think it's anything other than delusion. Like he's delusional about like what's going on. Like I think, and it sounds harsh, bro. It does sound harsh, but it starts if Russell Westbrook wants to start like his revelation with the team. First, he needs to admit the way he's playing isn't successful. This is not the right way to play basketball right now. Right now, it worked back then, but right now it's not working. You can't play like that, right? That's start 1. 2, all that energy, all that athleticism, all that, that mentality, that go hard mentality that Russell Westbrook has. He needs to focus a lot more on defense, because Russell Westbrook a lot of the time last year was a defensive liability. He was sagging off his guy, trying to get rebounds. Yep. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't. You gotta
bench that. He benched him.
Yeah, too little, too late. It was way too late. By that time he benched him, it was too late, bro. It was too late. Like it was way too late for you to bench him. I would have benched him the moment, like nearly at the half the season mark, bro. By the time, after the All-Star break, I would have benched him. I'd be like, yo, you got to come off the bench, bro. You got to do it. You get what I'm saying? And there's been a lot of players to have to swallow up their pride for the better part of for the team. Think of Andre Iguodala. Think of Jamal Crawford.
Carmelo.
Oh yeah. Carmelo Anthony. But Carmelo. For sure, Carmelo. My fault. But yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like you have players like that who are willing to sacrifice, given the point in time of their careers. You get what I'm saying? Like if it were Melo a couple years ago, obviously, you shouldn't come off the bench. You get what I'm saying? Even Andre Iguodala in his prime, because people forget Andre Iguodala when he first started, he was a really good player. People forget that. You get what I'm saying? And then the moment he went to the Warriors, that's when he was asked to come off the bench. And he ultimately accepted that role, and look how it turned out for him. Look what happened. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of that's just pride and ego. Like Andre Iguodala was a great player, but he wasn't MVP. He wasn't Mr. Triple Double. Yeah. So it's just like Russell Westbrook. But he's like, nigga, I'm an MVP. I ain't coming up no damn bench. You better start me. At least play me. The 5 minutes in the first quarter. Pride, ego.
Yeah, but you know what? It's the fact that it's not just that. Also, it's the fact that part of him, or I think that part of him thinks that he deserves to be on the same platform as Anthony Davis and LeBron James. You get what I'm saying? Like he thinks he deserves to bring the ball up instead of LeBron James. You get what I'm saying? Like things like that. It's almost like I said, it's sacrifice, bro. It's not easy playing with LeBron. I think a lot of players can contest that to an extent. It's really not easy, especially when you have a lot of ego, a lot of pride, and then you're a former player, right? You're a former baller. Needless to say, you know what I'm saying. So you do essentially have to sacrifice a lot of your game to play with LeBron James. But it's the fact that, like I said, Russell Westbrook doesn't want to sacrifice his game. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like he just needs just to practice his mid range. Cause I don't know what the fuck he was doing last year. That nigga, I don't know where he was. Was the fan on in the Staples Center? Like what was going on in his mid range? I'm like, golly.
Hey, bro. Hey, you know,
knock it down. That was his bank shot. He used to bank shot all the time, but now he's hitting the shot clock.
Yeah,
he's hitting the other side of the backboard. I don't know if the wind was in. Was the top open for you guys? I don't know. I don't know what was going on.
Nah, cause you know what? You know what it was? You know when you play 2K. And when you hold on the shooting button for too long, and it goes
Red.
up, and then it comes back down, and then so the player is coming back down, and then you release. That's Russell Westbrook's jump shot. That's his jump shot, bro. Literally. and he be greening them hoes too. He be greening
greening.
He be greening the bricks.
He greening the bricks. Damn, that's crazy. Greening the bricks. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? He hits it on the mark every time, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man.
I love him. I love his tenacity. He's
hey, man.
Like he's a good player, but he's just not fit. He just doesn't. I don't think he's a good fit for the Lakers.
Nah, he's not, bro. He's not, bro. He's
and now we can't even trade him. No one wants him after like last. No one wants him.
No. Teams will take him. They'll take him. They just have. They'll take him. And if you watch my shorts, because I drop shorts every day. The Lakers, in order, really, with the thing with the Lakers is that they're not willing to give up the 2027 and the 29 first overall draft pick. That's what they don't want to give up. They'll give up a draft. They'll give up 2027, but they don't want to give up both first round draft picks because essentially it's almost like your future. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, LeBron.
So yeah. So that's the stimulation. If they want to get rid of Westbrook, they got to get rid of 2 draft picks. You know. And so that's the biggest issue. Jeannie Buss doesn't want to give up that extra draft pick.
Yeah,
she doesn't want to give up that extra draft pick, and so that's what's holding her up. That's the reason why she doesn't. The Lakers haven't bid on the Kyrie Irving trade. But for me personally, I mean, hey, bro, I say fuck it. Why not do it? See where it takes you. I say trade, get Kyrie, bro, because at least with Kyrie, at least you have a better shot. You get what I'm saying? Like you have somewhat of a shot to win the title. But with Russell Westbrook, it's not happening, bro. It really isn't happening.
Speaking of that trade, if I was the Lakers, I would trade Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis for Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving.
Really?
Yes, bro. Yo, Anthony Davis, he is not reliable. Nigga said I haven't shot a ball since February 1st. Come on.
Honestly, bro, I gotta hold you. I gotta hold you right there, bro. You tripping the fuck out, bro. You bugging the fuck out on that one, dog. Hell fucking no, I ain't giving up Anthony Davis for the fucking Ben Simmons, bro. You tripping the fuck out.
I think I'm biased because I'm a Ben Simmons fan.
No, you know what's crazy? I'm a fan of Ben Simmons too, because I want him to shoot a fucking basketball. You talk, Anthony Davis cannot shoot a basketball for 3 months. Ben Simmons needs to shoot a basketball for 3 months. Hey, let me hear Ben Simmons say he ain't touched no basketball in 3 months. Let's say Anthony Davis. At least Anthony Davis is a champion, right? Anthony Davis is. Even though he hasn't lived up to the full potential that we know that he can be, we've still seen it from him. We've seen him play that way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
you ain't gonna get what Ben Simmons, the Ben Simmons like breakdown in that Hawks fight, in that Hawks series. You ain't getting that type of Anthony Davis. You ain't ever getting that. You might get an Anthony Davis that might play, he might not play well. He might not, you know what I'm saying? He might have a bad game. But Ben Simmons is worse is Anthony Davis tragedy. That would be an Anthony Davis tragedy if he were to ever like have 0 points in the fourth quarter. You get what I'm saying? I just don't see that. And where you can hold Anthony Davis accountable, right, is obviously yes, the whole injury prone thing. He is injury prone, and we do gotta hold him there a little bit. But nah, man, I ain't gonna disrespect him and say I'm a trade. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Davis for Ben Simmons. No.
Listen, Ben Simmons. I don't know if you see his like he sometimes posts his summer pickup.
Oh my God.
I don't understand how he shoots these half-court three-pointers.
No way, bro. No.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know you ain't bringing up the gym Ben Simmons. There's a nickname.
You've seen the videos.
Yeah, I've seen the videos. I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a name for him too. I know there's a name on Instagram for what he for because he's always shooting in the gym, bro. But nobody want to see all that, bro. And you know what's crazy too? I remember JJ Redick. He said something about Ben Simmons' jump shot. He said he played with him because remember JJ Redick was on the 76ers. He played with Ben Simmons and he was like, "Yo, I've seen him shoot. Like he actually has a good stride. Like he has a decent form. It's just one, it could be nervousness. Like he could be really nervous when he plays, right? And then another thing too.
And it's nervousness though, like
it could be. Like honestly, it could be. Like he could have. It could be a mental thing. It could be a mental thing, bro.
It has to be a mental thing because how are you shooting? You shooting pull up threes, swishing in the gym against other NBA players. But then when the season starts, you don't want to shoot. I don't understand. It's hard being a Ben Simmons fan. I love him. Like I always say if Ben Simmons if he starts to shoot, he'll be a LeBron James 2.0. Not 2.0, but he'll be like a LeBron James Jr. He's just like LeBron.
Yeah, no, for real.
Ball, he plays defense. No, he was averaging like over 50 points a game, and everyone knew he can't shoot. So imagine if he could shoot. Yeah, he was
averaging like 15, 16, 17 points a game without shooting a jump shot.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
if he takes that 3-point that he does in the summer,
or not even a mid-range at least,
that's
bro.
What I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying? Like where's the, you know what I'm saying? Like where's the shot, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like my thing about it is why is there such a lack of confidence in himself? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like why is there such a lack of confidence in his shot? Like bro, you're an NBA player, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be honest here, bro. I can't shoot worth of shit. But every time that ball leaves my fingertips in the gym, hey, bro, I think I'm fucking Steph Curry, bro. I think I'm dropping that shit every fucking time, dog. You feel me? At least I have the confidence to take the shot and be like, yo, this is going in.
Yeah.
Brick, you know what I'm saying? But hey, at the end of the day, I took the shot. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? But Ben Simmons that's I think that's deep, bro. Like even with the fact that with the back injury, and then they were saying, oh, it's a mental thing, and he has to visit as like a sports therapist. That might be there might be something deep circulating there, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he like always say, I don't understand how he didn't improve his jump shot. Like, how long has he been in the league? 5-4 years, right?
I wouldn't even say he hasn't improved his jump shot. I would just say he's just not taking them, plain and simple.
Well, yeah, it's just like, why? You're supposed to improve every year. It's like he's been the same every year. Yeah. So it's just like when I argue about Ben Simmons with people, it's just kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, he's not improving though.
Yeah.
But he's still, I feel like he's in the elite player. He's an elite player, but he just hasn't improved in a way.
I wouldn't say he's an elite player as of right now. I think he's an all-star. I think he's an all-star player. I would say it like that. Elite player. Yeah, he's definitely an all-star.
I wouldn't say elite. I wouldn't say. I feel like he'll be elite once you start having that confidence and shooting like, that mid-range and three.
And you know what's crazy? From Ben Simmons, we ain't even asking a lot from Ben Simmons. I think
we not.
We not asking a lot, bro.
We just shoot the ball.
You feel me? But at the end of the day, bro, we're just like, if Ben Simmons could just give maybe 21, 22, 23 points a game with everything that he's already putting up, that would be good enough, bro. You get what I'm saying? That would literally be good enough. If you could put up at least 20 points.
But with the Nets, I don't even think he has to do that.
Nah, he doesn't. Nah, he could play his game, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying on the Nets. He don't even have to shoot. He just got to be the playmaker.
Yeah, he could play his game all day, bro. He don't even need to take a jump shot. He can pass it to Seth. He can pass it to Joe Harris. He can pass it to Durant, Kyrie. Yeah, he can have like. Yeah, he can have like 20
I would love for him to start to shoot a mid-range, but he don't have to.
Yeah, nah, he doesn't. Yeah. But I mean, but even then, at the end of the day, you still gotta take those shots because you gotta keep the defense guessing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because at that point, right, when you start to consider playoff basketball, you know, teams is gonna look at that and start to sag off. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna look at it and be like, oh, you know what? When we're on defense, it's 5 against 4 because we know this guy isn't going to take the shot if he ain't going to shoot if he's in this area. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like Ben Simmons necessarily plays the 4 or the 5 continuously. He plays at the top of the perimeter. He plays the 1. So typically plays the 1. But he plays like a fucking 5. So
yeah.
You know what I mean? So we just have to see. Honestly, we would really just have to see what type of player Ben Simmons comes to be. This year. I mean, because this year we'll have to really show like what type of player is he going to be, you know?
Man, if I was Ben Simmons, I'll hit a lethal shooter.
That black dude that be shooting.
Yeah, that ain't be shooting without a backboard. He be shooting without a rim. I don't understand. That nigga's elite. Like Anthony Davis, he called him up and had some sessions with him.
Anthony Davis?
Yep.
Oh, you saying with lethal shooter?
Yeah, with lethal shooter.
Okay.
Not with Ben Simmons. That nigga.
Anthony Davis and Ben Simmons practicing their jump shot.
But yeah, like that's always said. Like being an NBA player, that's your job. Like I'm not saying that's all you have to do, but imagine just like the NBA, being an NBA player as your job. Like if I was an NBA player, me personally, I don't know if it's my work ethic, but I would just be in a gym.
Yeah.
Just trying to get better.
Yeah.
Getting paid millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know, take care of your family, of course, but I'll just be in the gym just trying to get better every day.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, with some players, right? That's a mentality of a great. That's a mentality of somebody who wants to get better. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or who wants to be a great player. One, I don't see that type of player in Ben Simmons. I don't see that in him, bro. Like I don't look at Ben Simmons and think he wants to do everything he can to be the best player he could be. You get what I'm saying? Like as of right now, that ship has sailed, bro. I don't even, you know what I'm saying?
You
like
think so?
Yeah. As of right now, I mean, I'm going off what I've seen so far. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying, he can definitely redeem himself. I mean, he's still young, bro. He's hella young, bro. So he has a lot of time to, you know what I'm saying, to develop himself. But you know what I'm saying. But on another case though, too, is, you know, with some players, they get that money, they get that guaranteed contract, and then once you get that guaranteed contract. You know what I'm saying?
Gas pedal.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? That's kind of where the buck stops. People. Yeah. Like you said, they take their foot off the gas pedal. You know what I mean? And then there's only really a select few who really want to truly be the best, who think about nothing but winning. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if
nope, you go.
Yeah, because for me, right, and you make a very valid point, bro. Because with Ben Simmons, right, if somebody tells me, yo, if you can shoot jump shots, you could be the next LeBron James, bruh. What do you take with that, bro? Bro, get your ass in the fucking gym and start shooting some jump shots. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like really? You know what I'm saying?
I don't get it. He got the size.
Like, come on. Like, come on, bro. I honestly, if I have a son, guess what I'm gonna tell him? I'm gonna say, hey, look, bro, I'm gonna give him basketball. You see this player? His name is Steph Curry. He's your real daddy.
He's your real daddy. Oh shit.
But I'm gonna hold a picture. I'm gonna give him basketball, right? I'm gonna tell him, yo, if you shoot this ball a million times, you will go to the NBA. And I'm pretty sure, you feel me? Like, take it from there, bro. What are you gonna do with that information?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, a lot of people knows what it takes to be successful, or knows what it takes to be great. But it's just people are not willing to do it, bro. You get what I'm saying? People are not interested in that, or they get absorbed into the life and the luxury. You get what I'm saying? Because Ben Simmons he's kind of a pretty boy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he out with the
that's what they say.
You feel me? He out with the Jenners. You know what I'm saying? He feel me? He out here slinging. I mean, my boy was slinging, bro. You feel me? He got a nice little rap sheet on these females, bro. Sliding up on these DMs. Feel me? Like, you feel me? Like,
they say he's very he's used to getting what he wants, and the easy road type of thing. Like he never, he's not used to facing adversity and all that.
Yeah, stuff. Like it's almost.
I don't know about that. That's all rumor stuff. Those reports and shit. But
I'm saying that shit. I'm saying that. Hell yeah, I agree with that shit 100%, bro.
It shows though. It
shows, bro. Yeah, bro. I don't. If it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, guess what? Motherfucker's Ben Simmons, bro.
Oh man. But that's why I think that's why I think Kevin Durant should stay, because like I said earlier, you got hopefully healthy Ben Simmons, healthy Kyrie for a full season now, not because of that vaccine shit. You got a good. I feel like you got a good squad to compete with the Bucks.
Yeah.
The Heat, the Sixers. Like, you got a good squad there. So I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm a conspiracy theorist. So I don't know if these reports are coming out just because of the news cycle. The sports news cycle is a little slow. Or he really just wants to leave.
Kevin Durant?
Yeah, Kevin Durant.
So I mean, yeah, there is a lot of things going on, and then, like I said, this is kind of like what I was talking about earlier in the video. I think so, and so I'm gonna go through the timeline. So, like I said, after they lost the playoffs, they lost against the Celtics. Right now, the biggest question was, Yeah, they got swept. Right. So the question was, was Kyrie gonna opt into his player option, into his deal? And were they going to extend Kyrie Irving's contract, right? And then so now you had this whole thing about whether Kyrie was going to opt into his contract, whether he was going to play for the Nets or not. And then once Kyrie Irving opted into his contract, because the Brooklyn Nets made it clear that they weren't giving Kyrie Irving a max contract.
Yeah.
After Kyrie Irving opted in, Kevin Durant then requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets. And then at that point, it seemed like Kevin Durant didn't want to play with Kyrie Irving anymore. But now it doesn't. It seems more like it seems like he doesn't mess with the front office, and he's trying to back up Kyrie Irving and say, why are you not giving him a multi-year contract? Why aren't you giving him a 4-year deal? Now that might not be the case. That's what from what I've heard. And that's what from things that's going on in the media. But it just seems like he's not holding his teammates accountable. And honestly, for a long time, I think KD has shown that he doesn't hold his teammates accountable. He doesn't have that leadership quality to tell his teammates like, yo, you fucked up. You feel me? You fucked up. So you need to be held accountable. You get what I'm saying? Like, why is Sean Marks and Steve Nash held accountable because Kyrie Irving doesn't get a max contract? Everybody knows the reason why he's not getting a max contract. Everybody knows. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mama know. My dad knows. my girl knows. Everybody fucking knows why Kyrie Irving can't get no fucking max contract, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if I'm the owner for the Nets, I'm putting Kyrie getting paid on the hour, bro.
On the hour.
he getting paid on the hour.
Oh shit.
That man got to punch in, bro. You feel me? With the little paper joint in the hole. Hey, I would make Kyrie Irving punch in every game. Hey, you feel me? Clocking them hours, bro.
Yeah, Kyrie is definitely not reliable. I fuck with Kyrie, but nah.
It's crazy. It's like the crazy thing about it is it's like with Kyrie, everybody fucks with Kyrie, but then a lot of people don't fuck with Kyrie. Like it's like I think everybody fucks with his game, but nobody understands him eye to eye. And you know what? Nobody really needs to. And he doesn't really even need to explain anything to anybody. I think with Kyrie Irving, I think he explains too much. I think he talks too much. I think there needs to be a certain point where it's like you don't have to let everybody know what you think. You get what I'm saying? Like not everybody needs to know what you think. You can let people. The best way for people to judge you is to reflect your actions. Is to reflect off your actions. And obviously, there's some things with Kyrie that you can hold him accountable through his actions, because clearly, he's done some questionable things. Nothing crazy where it can because Kyrie Irving's not like I would say an irresponsible human being. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of the professionalism and his obligation to the team and to the league and to the basketball team and to some extent even to Kevin Durant. You get what I'm saying? Damn, where was I even going with that?
Hey, I was just letting you go, Patrick A. Smith.
But
we can talk about Kyrie being reliable and stuff.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying with Kevin Durant. He needs to learn how to just hold his own teammates accountable. You get what I'm saying? Like think about it like this. With the whole Russell Westbrook situation, you ain't hear nothing about Kevin Durant say nothing about Westbrook when he was playing with him. You ain't never heard nothing about Kevin Durant saying, oh, Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant are beefing. They're not getting along about who's supposed to get the ball. You never hear none of that. The moment Kevin Durant leaves the team, and you know what? He doesn't even come out himself. He gets a burner account and says, oh, you can't win with Westbrook. Westbrook is you know what I'm saying? He needs the ball in his hand. You can't win with him. You get what I'm saying? Like he said that after the fact. You get what I'm saying? The whole Warriors situation with Draymond Green and Kevin Durant. Draymond Green was calling KD a bitch. You feel me? And so when in that interview, they were trying to make it seem as if like, okay, this is a front office situation. Like the front office was making it weird. Bro, the front office was trying to keep the team together, which is their job. You get what I'm saying? Like put together the best team. When things like that go out, it's like it's always a headline like, oh, there was friction. Is Kevin Durant gonna leave? is he staying with the Warriors? And then when you hear something like that over and over and over again, now it starts to seep in, and it starts to be like, okay, it gives you some doubt. It makes you question, like, am I going to be able to? Do I even want to stay here? And then clearly at this point, him being on the Warriors him staying with the Warriors was probably the best decision he could have made if he were to stay.
I was happy that he left.
No, I mean, but over this situation, I mean, but looking at the situation now, I'm always now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you like, but I said, if you
in the moment, I understood.
Yeah. No, but if he were to go to the Knicks, I only saw it as two options. At this point, it's only really two options, or a couple options. I'll give you the best scenarios at that time. If let's just say Kevin Durant, if he doesn't to stay with the Warriors, the only other option was one, go to the Heat, play with Jimmy Butler. He was probably the best option on the table because you would have had the front office, you would have had the stability. You get what I'm saying? Like what's that guy's name at the top, the president from Miami Heat? I forgot his name. He was a coach for Lakers at some point. You don't remember? I forgot his name.
You hear me?
Yeah, nah, I didn't hear you. You cut off a little bit.
I said you said Pat Riley?
Yeah, Pat Riley. Yeah, Pat Riley. You know what I'm saying? He typically runs the show. So Pat Riley, first off, Riley ain't taking no bullshit from anybody from downstairs. You know what I'm saying? He ain't taking that bullshit from Kyrie Irving from the Red. So, but at the end of the day, that team would have been set up for success if he had been on that team. There would have been no doubt that team would have been ready to go. You get what I'm saying? In the next season. You get what I'm saying? So Heat was one. I think Heat at that time, I think Heat was the best team he could have went to. But it didn't go down that way. After that,
like he wanted to be like the number one. Like I don't like, at Golden State, it was like Steph Curry. It was his team. It was Steph Curry team. Well, like Kevin Durant was the best player, but it was like still Steph Curry team.
Mm-hmm.
So with the if you went to the Heat, nah,
bro.
I don't know. I just think
bro.
He would have been number one, but it just would have been a little different. Like it still would have been different. I feel like the Nets, it was like no one was there, so it was just like the Nets was his first time when it was like, all right, it's KD team. So it's just like, what was he gonna do? Is he gonna bring him to a championship or not?
I mean, it was a nice fairy tale at that time. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice thought. It was a good gesture at the time. But now it just seems like a complete another fucking disaster. You know what I'm saying? So, and don't get me wrong, I thought it was a great pick at the time too.
Yeah, me too.
But that was with the assumption that Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant and James Harden.
I about to say, and James Harden.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? If they were to actually, you get what I'm saying? If they were to play at least for a good part of the season, you get what I'm saying? That was the assumption that they didn't even freaking play together. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't even really, you really didn't even get past the first stage of even playing together, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but remember, so from what I hear, or from what the rumor has it, KD actually had the mind or had the idea of going to the Knicks instead. He wanted to go to the Knicks.
Yeah.
But then instead, Kyrie was the one that said, nah, you know what? Yeah, he said, let's build our own thing and let's go to the Nets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how that turned out. So like I said, it at that time, best options, and only reason why I say Knicks is because, like I said, the crowd, the audience, like people would have loved KD on the Knicks, bro.
Yeah,
they would have loved KD on the Knicks, bro. Knicks wouldn't even care. Second round, you feel me? They would have, even if they lost the second round, Knicks fans wouldn't even care, bro. Who cares? We got KD. We got a good player on our team. You know what I'm saying? So,
facts.
So Knicks would have just been happy either way. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
then,
Knicks fans don't care. They just want a star.
Yeah, they just
want somebody like help me, help us, please.
Knicks are like.
That's why they're trying to get Donovan Mitchell.
Nah, and you know what? They should do everything they can to get that man. I don't care if it's 7 picks, bro. Do it. If you're the Knicks, do it. Do it, bro. Do it, bro. Give up them 7 picks, bro. I don't give a damn. Give up them 7 picks, bro. Because Knicks
they paid too much for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, they did.
They
definitely did. They definitely did. But you know what? I'm not gonna.
He's a baller though.
I'm not gonna say no just yet. Only simply because you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance. Because because he did come off a really good postseason. So there's potential for him to be a really good player. Playing for that team. If like let's just say coming into this season, right? Let's just say he averages he has a $100 million contract. Let's just say if he averages 20 points and six assists. You know what I'm saying? Like something within that ballpark, I think that would be decent enough. And you know what? And Jalen Brunson, he doesn't have to play with the ball all the time. He's a good off the ball player. Yeah, he's a good off the ball player. Yeah, so so things like that, bro. I think he's a good addition. You just got to get the right player. He just needs to be playing with the right player. So I don't think it was a bad sign. I just think, I think we got to give it time to blossom. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, let coaching do his thing. See how the season plays out, and we'll see. We could see where it goes from here with Jalen Brunson. But I don't think just yet. I think that's how it looks right now. You could definitely say it could go in that direction, but the season hasn't started yet. Let's give
it a chance.
Yeah, give it.
Be optimistic.
Like Kevin Durant, give the Nets a chance, bro. Give Ben Simmons and Kyrie a chance.
I'm saying, give them a chance. Like at least I could see it. Like I think you spoke about it earlier. I think I could see the Kevin Durant. At least give it to that All-Star trade before the All-Star. At least give it half the season. Yeah. Before. Like damn, everyone's healthy. Give it a chance.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Dame Lillard? You think he's gonna rot in Portland? And he's such a generational talent, and I feel like he's just wasting his talent in Portland.
I think rot is the worst. The worst. I don't think rot is a really good word that you could use.
That's a quote from J.R. Smith.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware that he said that. But I wouldn't say rot. Because at the end of the day, like I think Damian Lillard completely understood. He completely understood, why. I'm sorry. Damian Lillard completely understood the consequences of his actions by signing that deal. And at the end of the day, we just gotta sit back and look at it. When Damian Lillard retires, he's gonna retire making over $400 million throughout his NBA career, bro. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, we can judge Damian Lillard. We could judge Damian Lillard for not winning a championship and whatnot, but at the end of the day, I mean, he manifested it. It's not like he's really trying, trying to switch teams. That would be completely different. But I mean, he wants to be where he's at. He's completely acknowledged it. And I think that's just where he's at right now. You get what I'm saying? So we just don't have to leave it at that. But there's other conversations that can that circulate around Damian Lillard. Like, for instance, honestly, I thought he should have. If the Suns really wanted to try to get back into the finals, I think they should have traded CP3. And it should have gotten Damian Lillard.
That would be nasty.
Yeah, they should have traded for both them boys, bro.
That would be nasty.
But at the end of the day, Damian Lillard is one of those players. He has to authorize the trade, if I'm not mistaken. But that may or may not be right, because I think the only player with a no trade clause is Bradley Beal in the league right now. So So yeah, I don't think he does have a no trade clause, but still, that would be, I think that would be a good look too, and that would definitely extend the Phoenix Suns championship window. Even though I do think that they can be competitive way further down in Devin Booker's career, because I think Devin Booker is just now ascending into the player that he's gonna be.
Yeah.
But let's not mistake that there's a championship window with Chris Paul there. You get what I'm saying? Like they've gotten the farthest they've ever been playing with Chris Paul. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Chris Paul got 70%.
Yeah,
70% of the reason why.
Yeah. So
as soon as he came, that's when it became like competitive.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, right? So now you got to look at it like, okay, we might need to the Suns need to really look at that situation and be like, okay, we might have to look to getting another point guard. It's at some point in time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what's it?
Oh no, keep going.
No, because I was just gonna say, because that cat's name, I think Cameron Payne.
Cameron Payne.
Yeah, even though I think he's a really good player. I don't see him as a number one guy.
He's a good backup. He's a great backup.
He's a really good role player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think he's the guy like to step in for Chris Paul, because that's some big shoes to fill.
Oh yeah.
That's some very big shoes to fill.
Yeah, Chris Paul is different. That's point guard right there.
Yeah, man.
You ain't just gonna replace him. Top tier.
It's sad though too, man. It's sad what happened to Chris Paul though, because it's like you would really want to see Chris Paul like compete for a championship and be in that position, or just to simply just get a championship. Because we've been watching this man go through the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like we've seen that man go through some bad times. It's like he's cursed, bro. He's literally cursed.
I wanted him to get it when they played the Bucks. I was like, this is his year. And I don't know what the hell happened.
Nah, we know what happened. Giannis said, "Fuck out of here, boy. Get that shit out of here, dog." Swatted his shit.
Giannis went 8 shit.
Yeah, Giannis dropped a 50 bomb and said, "Not up in here." What are you talking about, bro? No way, bro. So,
but I was gonna say my sleeper team this year is the Pelicans.
The Pelicans?
I think, yeah. I feel like healthy Zion, if he's really on his bully, him, Brandon Ingram,
CJ
McCollum. That's a nasty triple threat right there.
No, I completely agree too, bro. I think
Zion, he's a beast when, like, it was the first season no one could really stop him. So
no.
Imagine now when he has like help.
No, I agree, bro. I kind of stated this numerous times where in that season, Zion Williamson was the only player in NBA history to have 27 points per game and shoot for and shoot 61% from the field.
Yeah, and wasn't he like on a minute restriction too?
That was I think that was his first year, not that year though.
Oh, not that year. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was his first year. Part of that was, remember, the bubble. Remember, they were trying to really limit him. So, but that next year, I think that's when they let him loose. That's when they kind of let him loose a little bit. But yeah, man, and I don't think he's not gonna average 61% from the field forever. But when you take a lot of context from that year and how he was playing, he's a bully ball is just kind of this. That doesn't even really that explains only a small part of his game, bro. I wouldn't even say he's Debo and motherfuckers out there, bro. That man's Debo Samuel on the basketball.
20 years old doing this shit. I'm like,
yeah, bro.
Because I was one of those he's not gonna be able to do that in the league. Yeah. The way he's bullying niggas in college, I was like, he ain't gonna be doing that in the league. I remember he bullied Valanciunas. I said, oh shit, this nigga's different. He's different.
I was one of those people who was on the opposite side of that spectrum. Because look, if you look at Zion, right? Like if you look at people who are saying, oh, he's not gonna be able to do that in the league, but Zion is a big dude in general. You get what I'm saying? Like to have that sort of frame and to be able to be that athletic, I think that's a tough matchup for anybody. You get what I'm saying? Like he can, like let's just say even if you 7 foot, you don't really see a lot of 7 foot people jumping, having 40-inch verts. You know what I'm saying? Like they really not. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see like athletic centers like that. But with Zion, like you see what I'm saying? Like he could dunk. He's dunking on the center. You know what I'm saying? He's dunking on the center in today's basketball. We've seen Russell Westbrook dunk the shit on Rudy Gobert. You know what I'm saying?
That was crazy.
So just imagine what Zion could do.
Yeah. That's why I'm excited. I'm excited to watch him play this year. Hopefully he stays healthy and keep his weight. I know his extension, he got that weight clause thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't. If the fucking fat fuck can't be over 295 pounds. He needs to stay off the fucking gumbo, nigga.
He said that fat fuck. Yeah, bro. I don't know. He needs to chill out. That's what I'm saying. He's still jumping like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even when he was a fat fuck. So imagine when he's leaned out. Oh man.
He's gonna be a problem, bro. He's
already a problem.
Yeah, he's gonna be. He
got help.
Mm-hmm. For
and
sure.
He got a good coach.
And you know what? Good coach too. Yeah, I'm not. That needs to be mentioned too. And
Willie Green.
And to an extent though too, you can almost say Brandon Ingram has emerged. He's emerging more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like before, it's almost like you know what I'm saying. Like we always knew he was a good player, or even to an extent a great player too. But now you're starting to really see like, you get what I'm saying, that player. You know what I'm saying? Like that Brandon Ingram that we've seen when he got drafted. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, further down the line, man, we might be looking at the combination of Zion and Brandon Ingram on this team, man. But we just got to hope they can keep it together, because that's, obviously that's what's most important,
Yeah, keeping that core together.
Keep it together. But they locked down. They locked down Zion, right? So they didn't really got to worry about him. I'm not too familiar with Brandon Ingram's contract at the moment. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with his contract at the moment. So that's going to be left to whenever that opportunity comes. But I think that team is a sleeper pick. But in the West though too, it's Pelicans. Even to an extent the Grizzlies going into next year. I think the Grizzlies are a very dangerous team. I think they're a hybrid team. Like I think they're very dangerous. Yeah, they're very their backcourt can kill you. Desmond Bane was shooting lights out. He was shooting well over 40% from three. Like Jaren Jackson led the league in blocks. Like Dylan Brooks ain't nothing to sneeze at. Like he's a very physical player, and he can score too. So you got a lot of players. You got a lot of players on that team that can ball, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, they got a lot of players that can ball. So I would definitely put Grizzlies and Pelicans in that same ballpark as like, a team that could really come up. Now I think the Grizzlies probably have a better chance of going to the finals just based off what we've seen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they would have beaten the Warriors, but they would have probably, definitely they could have taken it to game 7 if Ja Morant had played, had it missed games. You get what I'm saying? So well, with that being said, man, we could see it further down the line. And then even though one of my boys, like he loves talking about fucking Jokic all the time.
Oh, Jesus.
But
I like Jokic.
Even though he's
I like Jokic.
Now I like his play. Continue what you were saying.
I was just saying the Nuggets team is I like
nah?
Jokic. Yeah, they are. They ain't gonna make no noise. You know. But Jokic, I don't think he does. I don't know if he deserves the MVP.
So who do you think deserved the MVP? Embiid?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna have to disagree. I mean, it's honestly, bro, it's very subjective. But
no, Jokic did have he
had a historic season.
Historic season. For Embiid, I mean, he was playing lights out. I mean, it was hard. It went either way.
It was hard, yeah. It definitely was hard. And when you really think about it, though, too, right? How the MVP award was given, it always went to the best player on the best team. If you really think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the only other exceptions really. Yeah, the only other exception was really Westbrook. But if you look at Giannis, he won it twice. You get what I'm saying? They were nearly top of the Eastern Conference division, right? The times when Steph Curry won it, the Warriors were at the top of the Western Conference, right? You already know the story about LeBron. No need to really explain there. You know what I mean? Derrick Rose, first in the East, won MVP. You get what I'm saying? So there was always a pattern that was the procedure on how the MVP selection was chosen. You know what I'm saying? So if you were to go off that, I mean, yeah, you can have a very good argument that Embiid, should have won MVP. And I mean, hey, bro, even with all that, Embiid was probably he was the biggest contributing factor to why the 76ers were even successful to begin with this year, right? Like he had a really high usage rate for a center. He was the first center to lead in scoring since I think Shaq, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was Shaq.
Yeah, he was like the first center to lead in scoring since Shaq. So I'm not gonna because for me I'm not gonna push too much on it because I at some point I did say that Embiid should have won MVP, but like once you get injured and things hit or miss there, and then you already know Embiid, like Jokic it wasn't going anywhere at that point. So it was a tough one, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. It really was a tough one. It was a tough year.
Yeah, it could have went either way.
You know what I mean? And because like I said, there was some people that was even saying Giannis could have won it again. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Giannis definitely could have. He was in the talks. Giannis was definitely in the conversation. I didn't think he should have won it. Now, like, I don't. If Giannis won it, I don't think that wouldn't have been that wouldn't have been fair to Embiid, because I think Embiid had a more electrifying season than Giannis. But Jokic clearly had to win because even though Embiid had averaged more points, he wasn't. Jokic had more rebounds. He had more assists. I think he was a better 3-point shooter, and even to an extent, better. He was a little bit more. He was more efficient from the field, because remember, like Jokic has like the record for like in a season for like the best the player efficiency rating. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my boy keep bringing up to me, even though I keep asking for the fucking formula for that shit. Nobody even knows how to get per. Everybody loves throwing this per around, but nobody knows how to fucking get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you even get that number, bro? I know how to get points per game. You know what I'm saying? You add up all the games, and then you get the average of that whole. How the hell you even get per? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So is this what's deciding fucking MVPs now? You know what I'm saying? Like pers? Like, yeah.
Up to the eye test.
Yeah, bro. Like, exactly. But you know what? That's scary though too, because a lot of you'll be surprised how a lot of people don't watch basketball and then they just go off stats. Like, they just go off statistics.
No, you know what it is now? It's the analytics. The analytics taking over, unfortunately.
Yeah. And you can't. You gotta, and there comes a certain point, bro. You gotta watch the game, and you gotta see why it's important for you to watch the game, also, bro. Not just take the stats. Like, you look at the stats after the game. but you watch the game first. You don't get the stats without the game first, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you
right.
get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
you're right.
You know what I mean? Like, let's just say if a player scores, let's just say a player had 10 points, right? In a game, and he was like, I would say, what's a good the shooting percentage for that? So I'd say like what, 3 for 5 or something like that, 5 for 5 or whatever. I don't know. Y'all can figure out that math. So he has 10 points, right?
Yeah.
And then you watch the game, and then you realize that those 10 points were in the last 8 minutes of the fourth quarter. You see what I'm saying?
Time.
Yeah. You got no, but I'm saying, but what if those 10 points is what brought them over the hump to win that game? You get what I'm saying? But you wouldn't know that unless you watch the highlights or actually watch the game. You get what I'm saying? So you could just overlook that's a small thing you can overlook just right there, just because you look at stats. You get what I'm saying? Even though there's plus minus, right? Because plus minus is also a very big indicator on how your team is doing while you're on the court. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if a player was doing really good, you know what I'm saying, and the team is doing well while you're on the court. So for instance, like that player I specifically brought up, he would have a really good plus because at that time his team came back and they won the game. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like a good example of a player that stats doesn't show on the stat sheet, but is really good, like is vital to their team, is Draymond Green. Like, if you just look at his stats, you're like, damn, this nigga sucks. But if you literally watch the game, you're like, damn, he's like the heart and soul of that team. Yeah. But the analytics will say he's not a good player. Yeah. Yeah. Nah. The game, this guy's a beast.
Nah, for sure,
like,
bro.
Like, I had I hate saying my boss, but one of my I'll say my flight commander. He says like Draymond Green sucks. He was saying the Warriors could still win without Draymond. I said, well, clearly you don't watch basketball, because if you did, you know that the Warriors are not winning without Draymond Green. He's the heart and soul. Even Clay, what's the name said it? Steph Curry said, he's like, without Draymond, we're not winning. So he's not. I mean, sometimes he is on the stats, with the assists and rebounds, but points, he don't really score that much. But if you watch the game, you'll definitely see how vital he is to the Warriors.
No, of course, bro. Because and you know what, people really underestimate like the contribution of the third option on the team, or the third player on the team, or you get what I'm saying? Like even though the offense was essentially ran through players like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins. You get what I'm saying? Like, those were obviously the offensive weapons on those teams. But I mean, religiously, from what we know, right, Draymond Green has always been the number 3 guy, the guy that was that was third, right? But in a position when you're the third guy, bro, think about what those type of players done. Or you know what? Let me just switch to this example. Think about Dennis Rodman on the Bulls. What was he doing? Rebounding.
Defensive,
rebounding.
In
defense. I mean,
he knew his role.
Yeah. So Draymond Green ain't no Dennis Rodman now, but he can defend, right? He can facilitate, right? And then he can get an occasional rebound here and there. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my point. It's just like he does the dirty work for the Warriors.
Yeah, the dirty work.
Yeah, he does
the
work.
The work that that's not going to be on the stat sheet.
Exactly.
He sets the tone.
Because if you really think about it, or there's a stat. I think if I remember, Jaylen Brown throughout the whole NBA series against Draymond, while he was being guarded by Draymond Green, he only made 1 3.
Damn.
Only 1 3. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's vital, bro. Especially even if like with Draymond Green, I could even see him being like a Juwan Howard type of player, or like a like he's like a player development coach. Like he's like sitting on the bench, just you know what I'm saying, like getting these guys into shape. Like you know what I'm saying. I could see him as a player development coach. Like he'd be like, "Yo, stop acting like a bitch, bro." You know what I'm saying? Like get on the court. So that yes, bro. Draymond Green is definitely underrated as in terms of his value. And you know what? I was on a stream with my cousin. I think it was like last week or so. He said the same thing. He was like, he was saying, because Draymond Green wants to get paid. He was like, nah, pay that man, bro. Pay Draymond. He deserves it. He deserves it. Yeah, because it's a max extension too. It's not a max contract, and which is a difference. A max contract is like top dollar, but a max extension. There's I remember they were doing some math about it, but with the max extension, there's only so much money you can give out, and then not to mention, remember, it's not like Draymond Green is like an all-star or like an all-star every year. You know what I'm saying? Or all NBA. So when you get selected for those, that's how you can get paid more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if a player gets the Superman, so if a player, like for example, like you see how Jokic, because of the fact that he was MVP or All NBA MVP, that's the reason why he was able to get. That's why he was eligible to get a max contract, a super max contract. Now there's even players who's lost money because of that. Now another situation is Klay Thompson, right? Klay Thompson, there was one year where he wasn't selected on an All-NBA team. And because of that, he actually lost. He lost money because of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, there's a difference.
I didn't know they lose money. I just thought they
no. They don't. It's not that they take it away from them. They're still they're still guaranteed. Yeah, they're still guaranteed the money that they have, but they can get. It's like a raise.
Yep. Nope. I got you.
Like an incentive or
incentive. Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's really more like an incentive. So, but yeah, man, like, they should pay. I agree that they should pay Draymond. He's a very underrated player. Yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, like I said, KD should have never left the Warriors. Even though we can have our opinions, bro, about the whole thing, but honestly, the fact, like, people were gonna discredit those championships to begin with. You get what I'm saying? And at least if you were on that team, you would have been winning more championships, and then people would still be like, okay, whatever. But people were giving him his respects as he was winning those championships. You get what I'm saying? Like, people will always talk their shit. People talk shit about LeBron all the time, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, of course. Like, there'll always be players to talk shit, bro. So it's like you can't think like that. You can't be on that mindset. It's like, oh, you know what? I want to do this. I think, this style of basketball, bro. Bullshit, bro. Bull fucking shit. Talking about, I want this time. If you wanted that certain style of basketball, you should have just stayed on the fucking team. They had it. You just didn't want to stay on the team, bro. That's really just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's what happened, bro.
You know what I mean? I think he should just hold himself accountable. Just finish out that contract and just play with Kyrie and Ben. Take it from there.
Yeah, that's the only viable reason. That's the only way I see happening. And if KD values his career, bro, I say stick it through. See what happens by the All-Star break, like you say. Yeah. Let's see what happens during the All-Star break and just give it a chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? See where it goes. See where it goes from there. Like I said, though, for me, I wouldn't bring back Steve Nash. I don't think you can. I don't think with the way Kevin Durant came out and gunned for Steve Nash's job like that. Yeah. I don't think that's a clear indication that Steve Nash can't lead this team anymore. At least from my perspective. Even though it's
another coach.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, even though it is messed up, because it's like, okay, Steve Nash is really taking the fall for everything. Because if that were to happen, he would be the one taking the fall for everything in to a certain degree. But if your players don't respect you and you can't lead them, bro, then you can't be that guy, bro. And you can't force a guy to coach. You can't force a guy to be the head coach of a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't just go down to numbers. I mean, we played football together, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we know the type of coaches we had. Not only did they know football, but they demanded respect from us. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They demanded that certain level of respect from us. As a coach, you gotta be a hard ass. You gotta be a leader, and you gotta be a leader of men, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You think Steve Nash can tell Kyrie Irving what to do?
I mean, he should be able to. Steve Nash, he his record, you know, he's a Hall of Famer, but it's his first year coaching. That's the thing I didn't like. First year coaching, you coaching the Nets?
Yeah, that's
tough.
The thing. But you know what though? That's what people. But remember, people came out about that a long time ago. A lot of people felt that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just
Stephen
like
A. Smith. I remember him. He was big on that.
Yeah, he was big on it. You know what I'm saying? But guess who okayed that? Guess who was okay with it?
KD.
Guess
Kyrie.
who? Yeah. The motherfucker that wants him fired. The motherfucker that got you the job.
You can't trust nobody, bro.
Hey, bro, come on. Ain't that some slum shit, bro?
Yeah.
Ain't that some slum shit, bro? The man that got you the job is the one that's trying to get you fired now.
Steve Nash was like, nigga, you wanted me here. Now you wasn't gone after one season? I mean, after a couple of seasons? You wasn't even like, we didn't even have a full team. You want me gone?
Bro. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, hey, man, that's just where they're at right now.
That's the league. It's like, what have you done for me now?
And but you know what? That I feel like the Nets can put that on KD. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can ask KD of that. KD can't say that about the Nets. The Nets have done plenty for KD. They done a lot for KD. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Not a lot of, but I mean, to be fair, if KD that year when he got hurt, if KD were to go to any other team, right? Anybody would have given him that money, even though he was injured, right? But it's the fact that still that the team was willing to give you the max contract or the max dollars to let you rehabilitate and then come into the season and then still give you a max contract, even though they didn't really have to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get what so you missed basically the entire first year. You still missed a good part of this second season that you played. You get what I'm saying? And then you got bounced the second round, right, from the Bucks. And then this year you got swept. So I'm not putting that on the Nets, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not putting that on the Nets. I mean, a lot of it goes to Kyrie. But a good portion of their play on the success of this team, like I said, man, that shit, it falls on the superstars, bro. That shit falls on the stars, bro. And that's what I think Kevin Durant needs to understand when he's dealing with certain people in this type of business, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't look at Kyrie and say, "Oh, that's my boy," and then I'm gonna work with him. And then now, what has that gotten you now? You know what I'm saying? You trusted this guy, he was your boy, and then you involved him now into a professional relationship. So you made a personal relationship professional.
Yeah.
And he's clearly shown that he's not completely professional, at least for not for the NBA, and definitely not for you. You You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's gonna be a long off season for the Brooklyn Nets. I'll say that. It's gonna be a long.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a very long off season. Like when that season comes, bro. I don't know if Sean Marks is still gonna be GM for the Brooklyn Nets, but I know when that year when the season starts, it's gonna be like, woo. You feel me? Like, finally got that over with. You know, like we got the team. We know what team we going with into the season. So
hopefully they handle that before the season starts. You know, so going into training camp, they have who they have, who they need and everything. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the good thing about it is, at least they got Kyrie Irving this year.
yeah, at least that Kyrie.
Nah, for real. I'm not even making a joke.
That's a good duo.
And with Ben Simmons, I think people. I don't think they're grasping that. I think that's a really good combination, bro. Because Ben Simmons, like I said, Ben Simmons can be a really good third option. And we already know what type of players they are. Now it really just takes getting those smaller pieces, like the help. Because remember, they still lost Andre Drummond, so they lost some inside. They lost some of their interior defense and to an extent rebounding. LaMarcus Aldridge is still a free agent, so he's not playing right now. Even though I felt like he still could have played, which is crazy that Steve Nash never played him.
Yeah, they barely played him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
he stole a bucket.
Yeah, nah, for real. I don't understand why they weren't playing LaMarcus Aldridge. Like, you were playing DeAndre Jordan, but you weren't playing. You know what I'm saying? like teams are still playing DeAndre Jordan, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? But they're not. But they're not playing LaMarcus Aldridge. But that's something entirely different. That's another conversation, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm about to start wrapping this thing up though right now because I'm hitting like 2.5 hours, bro.
Yeah, bro. We've been on it for like an hour and a half. No cap. But yeah, I love talking sports. I seen you. I came on Facebook. I seen you on live. I was like, oh shit, I got tap in on my bro. Make sure you're doing good and shit. We support you.
Yeah, good looking out, man. Hey, like I said, hey, if y'all trying to when football starts, cause once football starts, I'm gonna do videos like at least like predictions. We talk about like things throughout the week. Like when football starts, bro, it's gonna be like I'm probably rarely gonna talk basketball. I'm probably gonna be talking football all week. I might just have like I'm gonna just like have like maybe one basketball video
later this year. Yeah.
Well, but nah, I'm definitely have strike up some stuff.
Football starts tomorrow actually. Well, it didn't start last week, but another preseason.
The preseason
starts tomorrow.
Yeah, and you know what? That too is still somewhat exciting to see.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just to see some and college football too. Can't forget college football
college
too.
Football, yeah. Keep doing your thing. I'm here to support. I like this, so I definitely be tuning in again. Hopefully talk more about like you said, the predictions and stuff. Yeah, so I'll be tuned in. Appreciate it.
No doubt, bro. Good.
Yeah, I like this platform.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, we'll talk. I'll hit you in the DM. We'll talk.
I got you, bro. I got you.
All right, bro.
All right,
Safe
bro.
stuff.
Appreciate it.
Safety. Yep.
Appreciate it.
Later.
All right, so there you have it. This concludes another live stream episode of Cash Sports. You just saw me chilling with my bro. I know I was supposed to finish up a while ago, but hey, like I said, when people come join the show, you know what? I work overtime. I stay here. You know what? I want to have a conversation with y'all. I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to my subscribers. I want to talk to you guys, man. I want to see what y'all thinking. I want to see what y'all say. I want to see y'all predictions. I want to see what's on y'all mind about everything. You know what I'm saying? NFL season coming up. We ready. The Giants is taking everything. They gonna win the Super Bowl. You hear me? Come on, man. Hey, prediction of the year. Prediction of the year. You see Danny Dimes over there? He about to win the MVP. He about to win MVP. Nah, man. Nah, not at all. Not at all. But yeah, this concludes another episode of Cash Sports. I hope everybody that tuned in, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Like I say, as always, help a brother out. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button. I know y'all see that Cash App at the bottom. It is optional, but I would love the contributions. Oh, and I also want to say this too. Thank you all for subscribing though, because I just reached 3,000 subscribers. So I do want to thank everybody for that also. For people, staying loyal to me. Over the time, I do want to say the bigger the platform gets, the more I can have a lot more opportunities to do a lot more other things for you guys, so but that can only come when it comes. I don't ever want to make like empty promises or things of that nature, because I'm still taking it slow. But that's that. I can elaborate that a little bit more later. So thank you all for tuning in once more. And this concludes another episode of Cash Sports. Yeah. Out of here.